first question, what are the challenges to youth participation in disadvantaged neighborhoods? We came up with a pretty big list of challenges. Some of them are widespread and are about any kind of method of citizen engagement. Some of them are more pertinent to youth in disadvantaged neighborhoods. The first one, which seems to be the most important, is the limited time and money. In order to organize anything, you need to dedicate a lot of time, as we are doing here. We dedicate 5 days of our life to be together and work on youth participation. And then money. We need a lot of money to meet, cover costs for accommodation, for food. So we cannot organize meetings very often, so this would be a major challenge. Then comes the lack of knowledge about issues. Sometimes when you ask people to come up with solutions to various problems of public concern, they don't know, they are not knowledgeable enough, they don't have enough education to come up with a good solution. So lack of knowledge or education is a big problem, and especially in places with disadvantaged young people. Then comes the lack of confidence in people's ability to be effective. This happens because there are so few examples of successful participation out there that people are not really encouraged to participate in the life of the community. And whenever there are success stories, as I like them to call, they are not promoted enough, so that to encourage people to participate more. Polarization of discussions. This happens usually in face-to-face meetings, when, for example, let's say the mayor of a city is organizing a community meeting, and what happens there, usually there are a few voices that are louder than the other voices, and there are many people who cannot express their points of view. So only a few people speak, and that is polarization of discussions. The process of participation is usually time-consuming. Usually people want effects, results right away, or this is usually not possible. Any participation endeavor takes time to reach a solution, and especially to put it in practice. So the process does not happen right away usually. Then we have the lack of use of political parties and organizations to mobilize the community. So usually there's not a great level of associativity in the community. So this is a big problem for participation. Then comes the social economic factor. What we can see that usually people who run for offices, for example, are richer, are more educated. So the social and economic status plays apparently a big role in the willingness of people to participate. Then we thought of lack of impact of personal participation compared to collective participation. What happens if you want to solve a problem by yourself? You have fewer chances than if you represent a group, or if you come with more people to a council meeting, for example. So individual participation is a big problem. And last, in certain communities, especially in disadvantaged ones, there might be a lack of organizations that are interested in a certain field. So again, there is a problem of associativity, and especially pertinent to the disadvantaged neighborhoods. Now moving on to what are the challenges to e-participation for young people in disadvantaged neighborhoods. The first one would be lower computer skills. Then we have, in some communities, lack of internet access. Then get money to get internet coverage. The low level of technical capacity to create blogs or websites in general. And then comes the low level of awareness about the advantages of e-participation, and the pranks, or the bad guys who usually you don't know who's behind the computer, so there are people out there who are interested not to participate constructively, but to get certain details about people or to advertise a certain product. So we should be paying attention to the pranks who might be lurking out there. I think that's it.
Thank you, Radu. Questions, comments, Demetrio?
What do you see?